Ningependa tutulie sote, alafu katika mwisho tumetembelewa pia na the Secretary General wa Jubilee ambaye ni Mheshimiwa Jeremiah Kioni, ako na sisi hapa, tumkaribishe. And I must say our day is made. As a party leader of DNA, you will allow me to speak about very, very simple things. Very, very simple things that we are facing as a country. And all of us are aware that our country is at a crossroads. We have our youth who are gathered here, the Gen Zs. The normal Kenyan home, when you go there, a father and a mother, they are talking to their children over dinner. They tell them, we want you to go to school because when you finish school, we want you to get a good job and you earn good salaries. And so the parents have spent every coin that they have saved to make sure that they give the best education. We have a government that believes that even after these kind of investments, that these young people who are gathered here are good to go and clean the trenches. They are good to go and slash in people's homes. They are unemployed, and you are looked at as rag-tagged nobodies. Nobody is seeing a young person of this country, whether you are a millennial or you are a Gen Z, and even the young. There is hopelessness in the country. People do not know where to go tomorrow. Our people, our young people, as you saw last year, the 25th of June, they were all over the streets. They were able to reach the parliament of this country, where we have a parliament that has been elected, given power to make budgets, but the same members of parliament gather in State House to go and ask the president to give them tokens, to give them some projects that they know they did not plan for in the budget. You have the power to plan, but you have this power to beg. As a party, DNA, we want to bring this to an end. We want a government that is accountable and a county that will be able to plan for the future of the country. I want us to know that these young people are telling the president and telling this government, your time is up, your days are numbered, mene tekel Perez. Because we must come to a time when we can tell those who are in authority that we have inalienable rights, the right of existence, the right to pursue happiness, that which is born in you. When you are born, you knew that you are in this world. We have a government that believes that if you abuse and if you fight and if you come out to speak your voice, then you must be abducted, then you must be killed. That's why many of the youth were slain. They were killed. They were put in sacks. Some of them are still in the mortuaries. And somebody is talking about compensation. I do not believe that there is any compensation of life. Nobody can compensate a lost life. And so we must come out and say, as DNA saying, your voice, your power. The day you stop talking, the day you stop speaking, something wrong will happen. So we must have a voice. Women are being killed in this country every day. Femicide. You visit a man, you are killed. And we have a government in place. We are for that government that will change all this and be able to give these people hope. I'll tell you a story. You go to a hospital called Nairobi Hospital. You want to be admitted. The first thing they ask you, even as you're feeling dizzy, they tell you, do you have deposit? Deposit for what? You are dying. You need some care. You need somebody just to take you to bed and administer some first aid. It is absent, and yet you plus your parents plus the poor person, you are paying for SHA and SHIF. All this money is collected and is eaten by cartels. Today, I stand here to tell the president and his government that we need a full inquiry into the medical ministry, the health ministry. The monies that are being lost there, this thing called SHA, you cannot be running a hospital like Nairobi West Hospital and you are again the manager of SHA. That means that he is the pathway, he is the conduit where all the money that the cartels are getting, they pass it through there. DNA will speak against this. Now, when you go to Kenyatta Hospital, there is a wing called the private wing. The first thing they ask you, deposit. Yet, you have a card called SHA. And when you want to do your scan, even in a public hospital, you are told SHA does not pay for scans. SHA does not pay for X-ray. SHA does not do this. Now we are asking the president, what is in this thing called SHA? What does it do? What is in SHA? As DNA, we are saying, overhaul and even if possible, do away with SHA. We want back NHIF to be brought back so that now we account for the money that was there and even transfer of assets and liabilities. We want to know who is the beneficiary. So my point is, you are on your own. Because if they are looking for deposit, you as Gen Z, you are the deposit. Your body, you must die. Because what will you give? If you don't have money, you have never worked. You don't have anything in your pocket. And they're asking you for that deposit. And so we must come out. This thing of healthcare, for me, is too personal. And I want us to know, right now, even in Nairobi Hospital, kuna mtu amewekwa mwili kwa miezi mitatu, ambaye alikufa baada ya wiki tatu, ako na bili ya 5 million. Wiki tatu. Kwani hizi antibiotics ya Nairobi Hospital wanauza gani ama wanatumia gani? Sio augmentin ya kawaida? Sio amoxicillin ya kawaida? 5 million. Now, for you, if you had a bill of 1 million or even 5 million, hata shamba ya mama yako na babako nyumbani haifiki milioni moja. Manyumba zenu zote za kwenu hazifiki hata milioni. So inamaanisha wewe kama uko na bill bwana Kioni ya shilingi milioni moja, inamaanisha kwamba utakaa huko. Kenya ndio mahali peke yake mtu anazaliwa na kisha zaliwa, hata akikufa hawezi kuzikwa kwa sababu kaburi ni 20,000. I'm talking about inalienable rights that even you must exist. Hata mahali Mungu alikuzaa akakuweka, bado wanakucharge, hata kaburi bado unalipishwa. That's why we are saying we want a change of DNA in this country. Now our symbol is a pot. Na Kenya ni kama chungu ama nyungu, ya kwamba kama sisi wote tunakunywa maji ya hii nyungu, usikojoe ndani. Kama sisi wote tunakunywa kwa hii chungu, usikunie ndani. Kama sisi wote tunakunywa kwa hii chungu moja, usiweke sumu kwa hiyo chungu. Na watu wanaweka sumu. Corruption is poison. Those who are stealing, those people who are promoting tribalism, they are putting poison in the pot. And it is time for DNA to offer a new pot for the country, where we must have clean water and clean food for everyone, and cook enough food for all. Not some, not for some, but for all. Because we stand for good governance, we stand for democracy, we stand for liberty and justice for all. That is our party. This party called DNA. Nikuulize mtu ambaye ni mwendazimu Kenya, akiwa kwa barabara, anapoanguka ni mgonjwa, hakuna policy ambayo inasema kwamba maskini, mwendazimu, yule mtu ambaye ni PWD, ambaye ni kiwete, ukipatwa na ugonjwa, hauna mtu yoyote, wewe ni, we call an orphan. You don't have somebody. We want a government that will care for these small things. Hii vitu ambayo wanasema ni vitu ndogo ndogo, tunataka serikali ambayo itaangalia mambo madogo madogo, because that is what we are. That is who we are. And now they are saying, nyinyi ni wajinga. Wanasema mtalipwa kura, mtalipwa pesa na mtapiga kura. When we go out here, the Gen Z, nataka wawe werevu, lakini kwa ujinga wako chukua kura, chukua kipande, nyamaza ikifika kura. Don't complain when you vote for that old man. Vote for your fellow youth whom you know. Pigia huyo kijana mwenzako kura. Mpigie kura na usimwombe pesa, mpe kura, ili aende abadilishe maisha yako. We are tired. Mwisho kabisa, mambo ya agriculture. Ukienda Nakuru, ukienda Eldoret, ukienda Kisumu, ukienda hapa Nairobi, all the good towns that you see were built by the colonialists. All the good estates, Milimani estates, zile nyumba unaona ziko pale zilijengwa na wakoloni. Kaloleni kule Islando unaitwa Ololo, si ndio? Na hizo maeria zote unaona manyumba mzuri kule Buruburu wapi, zilijengwa na wazungu. Leo wana collect pesa hapa Nairobi. Governor peke yake ana collect karibu 300 million per day, lakini hakuna nyumba kama zile bado zinajengwa leo. Wale watu wa 1960 walikuwa na akili gani ambayo viongozi wa sasa hawana? What has happened? Is it a mind decline? We must change this. Na nyinyi ndio mtabadilisha hii, kwa sababu wale jamaa walijenga manyumba mazuri bado watu wanaishi. Barack will tell you how these estates were built. I'm telling you that we need to vote. We need to have a voice, so that when we talk about nyumba kujengwa, sio biashara ya mtu mmoja. Alafu tuko na cabinet ambayo hata haijulikani kama iko. It's a blind and dead cabinet. Our brother Kigame is here. He will tell you hajawahi kuona, lakini ako na maono, anaona mbali na ndani sana kuliko wale wako na macho. And as he has spoken here, he has the grasp of the problems that we have. I'm telling you, we need from when we move from here, when we start this journey, when we start going out there, our lives will never be the same. We shall continue speaking until they do what is right. And if they don't do what is right, 2027, it is their time to go, to go, to go. Sema kwa sauti, to go where? It must be done. So on the manifesto, our Secretary General will make sure that we cater for the poor and we cater for the PWDs, people living with disability. We must make sure we put them as a priority. Na pia mwisho, agriculture sio tu mbolea na mbegu. Agriculture is not about mbolea na mbegu. We have a modern world where we have new farming systems, where we have new technology, and yet we are still stuck with nilipeana mbolea, nilipeana mbegu. Babu yangu alikuanga na mbegu bila kupewa na serikali. Mama yangu na babangu wako na mbegu bila serikali. Hata kwa mahindi ya last year tumeweka mbegu ya kutosha. We want a government that can develop a policy on how to do agricultural revolution, because agriculture peke yake imetosha kubadilisha nchi hii, and 50% of the youth will get their jobs. So next government must be a government that will put the youth on the job. The youth must be put on the job. If they are not putting you on the job, take them out. Agriculture alone. Maybe through our manifesto we will be able to tell you how we need to transform this country and make sure that this country is developed, and we must make sure that our young people are involved. DNA, DNA, DNA. That's your voice and that is your power. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that maybe I leave other things which one can address. Like, are you safe with your child in CBC? Are you safe? Are you even aware of what curriculum child has in school?